Okay. Cross my fingers that everything is going to go okay from now on. So, woohoo! Power's back on. Yay. Um, and internet is back, which is also fun. In fact, the the our next door or across the street neighbors had a the internet service provider truck out when the power was out. Like they had just arrived, and so they couldn't do anything until the power got restored because they need power to do the uh, internet stuff. Anyway, so we are here. We are back. Yay! I've had an adventurous, I guess, in some ways, the last couple of days. So Wednesday, I drove over to meet Bestie, and she had an appointment very early on Thursday morning. So, and she was not allowed to drive after her set appointment. So I was going to be her chauffeur and babysitter while that happened. So, but considering how early in the morning we had to be up in Atlanta for her appointment, she booked us a hotel room that was like right next door to the to the doctor's office, and so we did not have to contend with Atlanta traffic and potential black ice. So that was very good. So I got to spend some time with Bestie and Bestie's baby, and then Thursday, waited for her to have her appointment. Drove her back home, hung out for a little bit, and then came back. And my mom wanted to go look at some tile work or tile options, I should say, for the shower that she's going to have replaced. And so we went to the place that the contractor recommended, took a look around there. Then we stopped at a thrift store on the way back. And we've also been talking about the pantry or the lack thereof in our current kitchen, and sort of like how we want things to be redone. I think I mentioned this, and like we had gone to Home Depot to see if they could like add cabinetry and like move the island that we currently have. Anyway, that was a whole situation. So we were kind of on the lookout for either some bookshelves or some hutches or whatever. Y'all, they had a pair of hutches that my dad thinks is red cedar. So like nice.
They had
Oops.
a pair.
Sorry. Let me see if I can pull up so this was in a thrift store, mind you. So it's a pair of hutches matching. And they there we go. Y'all, they were $125 each for solid wood hutches. $125 each. So we bought them. We bought them. We took the shelves home yesterday because it's like weight, and also we just kind of wanted to be like, we paid for them. We put the like sold stickers up on them, and they come apart, so it would essentially be transporting 4 pieces rather than 2 very large pieces. But they would not fit. None of the pieces would fit in the back of my mom's SUV. So we had to figure out like, okay, who rents vehicles? So we tried calling Lowe's because they're real close to our house. Both of their rental trucks were not available. They were both down and out. It's like, you only have 2, but okay. The other Lowe's didn't answer. The other Home Depot didn't have one the size that we wanted. So we wound up going with a U-Haul, and we rented a 9-foot van, 9-foot cargo van. And so we were able to get all 4 pieces in at once, which is fantastic because when they are put together, they are 7 feet tall, and the 2 of them together are also 7 feet wide, essentially. So that's going to make a very nice alternative pantry for us, for sure. But that was what we were doing this morning, was running across town to get to the U-Haul to get the van we had what's the right word? Not registered. Reserved. There we go. Why was that such a hard word to find? The van that we had reserved. And then, yeah. So went and picked it up, and the thrift store had two big burly guys that were very kind, and they loaded the 4 pieces into the van for us. And we had brought blankets and bungee cords and ropes in case we needed them and all that kind of stuff. And I'm so glad that we wound up going with a van instead of a like pickup truck, because one, we could fit it all in one truck, but also the wind is insane today, y'all. The wind is crazy. And so compared to what it normally is, like we normally don't have very much wind at all here. And so it's high winds for our area. And if we'd had to contend with blankets and wind, that would have been no fun at all. So yeah. But anyway, so we rushed to return the van so that I could come back to do the stream. So I got back at like 12:40, like scarfed some soup down, and then like as I was eating the last of my soup, the power started flickering, and I'm like, no, no, because it was like 12:52 at that point. Yeah, so that was my last couple of days of adventure. Also, I have finally started making a blanket. So I have about 7 rows in of a color changing yarn. So that was what I was doing while the power was out. I was just like, well, let me just, see how many rows I can get. I got essentially about maybe 1 1/4 rows. So that's how we did. But yeah, so I have that yarn. I have several skeins of that yarn. And then I have this skein that I got at the Hobby Lobby recently. And I really like the sort of the pattern that's in the color. But this color set, I think, would look really cute as like either a hen or maybe a cow, something that's supposed to be sort of like splotchy colored sometimes. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to find a pattern online for making a really cute chicken or a really cute cow. And I know cows have been in for whatever reason for like the crochet crew. So I think the cow will probably be easy to find, relatively easy. So I, at some point, will have either a chicken or a cow. And then I will eventually also have a blanket, but this is going to take me quite some time for sure. Anyway, that's how I've been. How have you been? What have you been up to? Keiko said hi. Hello. Kat said hey yo. Hello. Welcome. Paget said hey. Hello. Melissa said hello. Savvy was here. I don't know if Savvy still is here, but hello. You'll be writing video scripts all afternoon. Nice. Francis says hey ho. Melissa and Francis said hey to each other. Rachel said hello. Megan is here. Hello. Hope your electricity returns. Thank you. You're in mourning. Oh no, I'm so sorry. So you're doing nothing today except crocheting and whatever else comforts you. Yeah. Yep. Comfort for the soul. That is what you need. This is where Keiko says hi this time. Monique is here. Hello. Welcome. CB is here. Yay. Yes, back up your work several times. Yeah. Monique says, I was working on my Baldur's Gate 3 fanfic, mostly action-oriented stuff today. Nice. Stacy said, good afternoon. Kids have a snow day, so you're good for the rest of the day. Nice. Nice. BA is here. Hey, y'all. Hello. Did you wind up having today off as well? Because I know you had Martin Luther King Day, and then I think you said you had Tuesday and Wednesday off because of potential weather. So are you off today as well? Did you get the whole week? Bonnie being Bonnie. Hello. Welcome. Yes. Yes. I'm excited about the yarn and the potential blanket that it will make and the potential cow or chicken for those. This was in regards to the hutch still. Yeah. Brain. Sorry. You love hutches, but most people nowadays don't like them. Yeah. And like, I mean, understand why somebody wouldn't want like massive pieces of furniture, and that's fair. But also like if your kitchen doesn't come with cabinetry and you know, find an alternative and they work. So yes. Yes. Yeah, rented would have also been a good word. um, yes, yay! Color changing yarn. Yes, I'm excited about them. It's a great power outage activity. Yeah, Dad was maybe going to play some solitaire, but then I distracted him by conversation and crochet, so he didn't get much solitaire done. Thank you. Kat says hello, hello, welcome. Boop the like button. Thank you. That would be much appreciated. Becca says, hello. Hello. Welcome. CB gave your aunt a ball of yarn, a crochet hook, and a book so that she can figure out how to crochet. She is left-handed. I actually just ran across my first left-handed tutorial yesterday when I was looking for simple like blanket patterns. And I wound up just deciding to go with single crochet all the way because I was like, I don't want to have to count. So, ooh, you broke 30K yesterday. Yay! It's exciting. It's exciting. Paget finished inputting edits yesterday on book 2. Thank goodness. So today you can do a 7th pass at book 4 and actually fill in some research stuff. Nice. Becca finished school for the morning and now onto your writing your chapters for the day. So far, you've managed to write 2 chapters a day this whole week. That's amazing. That is amazing. Paget says, I can actually think and write instead of inputting edits, which is akin to data entry to me and really drains me. Yeah. I realized it's privileged to be drained by a writing activity, but there it is. There you go. It would also make a very cute cat. It probably would. It probably would, but I don't know why my brain went to like barnyard animals, but it did. So Paget says, I love hutches too. A lot of antique furniture is so appealing. Yeah. I was surprised when we went to the thrift store at how much, because normally when I go to the thrift store, like a lot of what's there is like MDF and particle board and like not great stuff. But they had a lot of pieces this time that were like real solid wood. And they had another massive, like probably 8.5 to maybe 9 feet wide china cabinet, like the bottom with the top hutch. Beautiful, like probably dark walnut or cherry. The middle section had a pull down, like not quite drawer, but it had a little pull down, and then you could access some other cubbies that were inside it. That pull down section had broken off and like ripped a chunk of the wood that was attached to the hinge off, but they still had the pull down piece, and you could probably fix it with glue and some love and magic. But it was also $125. And Mom and I stood there and was like, we can't justify that one. We can justify the ones for the pantry, but we can't justify this as well. So you got the whole week. Okay, excellent. Yesterday was also NTI, but today is a tradition snow day, which means we have to make it up. Gotcha. But at least we are off now. True. Stacy says we have 2 or 3 curio cabinets and 1 giant hutch. It's the length of the wall, so about 9 feet long. Yeah. I mean, they can be really massive, but really nice. So your 8-year-old cousin is also left-handed. One of my besties is a lefty. So yeah, it's part of the thing. Part of life is you or are related to somebody who's a lefty or was supposed to be a lefty if they're old enough. Yeah. Anyway, Kat says, I realized I don't need to work on school stuff over the weekend. Yay! You've submitted everything that is due next week already. Oh, wow. That's awesome. It means you get a break. You can actually relax or do something extra fun. Stacy says, I've written or just not worry about it. No. No. Oh no. What did I do? Cat, I think I accidentally put you in timeout. Oh no. How do I fix it? How do I fix it? How do I fix it? Oh no. What have I done? Oh shoot. Okay, maybe if I go to channel activity, would that work? Would that work? Maybe? No? Okay, no, this is your channel activity on here. Okay. How do I? Oh no. Oh no, how do I do it? How do I undo it? Does anybody know how I undo Cat's timeout? Oh no. What have I done? Why does it say you were banned? How do I do it? How do I do it? How do I undo? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, Google. Google, how do I? Okay, how to unban a user on YouTube. Or how to undo timeout on YouTube. How to remove y'all. I'm so sorry. There's no way to undo a timeout. How long does a timeout last? Temporarily prevent someone from sending messages in the live ranging from 10 seconds up to 24 hours in the following interval: 10 seconds, 1 minute, 5 minutes. How do I know? How do I know? What the heck? How no. Okay. Okay, I might have to go into the YouTube side of things and see if I can figure out how long my default is. How long is the default YouTube timeout? Oh, it says about 30 to 60 minutes timeout on live events. No. No. How do I do it? Oh gosh. Okay. I'm going to have to figure that out during the first sprint. So, apologies, Kat. I'm so sorry. I meant to click on it to highlight and I apparently clicked on the okay. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. How do I fix it? Anyway, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix it somehow. I'm going to fix it. Okay, it says on your screen, Cat was timed out for 300 seconds. Okay. Okay, at least it's not. At least it's not. Because on StreamYard, it says banned and their comments were removed. And I'm like, oh no. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, Cat. I'm so sorry. Okay. Okay. Cat is here just as Coffee Bunny Cafe. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Did not mean to do that. I will have to be much more careful about, yeah, there's apparently no way to undo it. So, fun times. Fun times, yes. Cat is here just as Coffee Bunny Cafe. I'm so sorry. I think it stops you from commenting, but I don't know that it stops you from watching. So, I guess. I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and set us up for a sprint because I feel like, one, I've been chatting for a while, and two, I must go repent for my sins. So we need a card. Yes. And again, I have like stacked up all the things right where I need the things that are underneath them. Kat says, I tried to say, no school, though, even though you don't have schoolwork, you have work this weekend. Also, you can still watch. Yes. Okay. All right. So we have the deer inverted. So the deer's main message is bring a gentle touch. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. No, I need to clean my desk. Oh dear. Yes, exactly. Exactly. All right, so here is our critter for the day. Bring a gentle touch. The deer is bringing you a gentle warning that now is not the time to engage in an argument, no matter how volatile others are being. Do not match their intensity with your own. If you are dealing with an overly assertive person, step back and disengage, lest you agree to something out of alignment with your intentions. Don't let anyone bully you into anything you are uncomfortable with. You have solid footing if you stand your ground with grace. For those who disagree, will begin to find their own gentleness and willingness to compromise. The deer also brings the message that it might be easy to offend someone today or take offense because someone else lacks diplomacy. Let all of that pass. You are not meant to take this world personally. While it's a beautiful gift to be sensitive, today you need a tougher hide so that any compromises you make allow you to maintain your integrity. So here is our little deer friend. And that is our card for today. Always a good reminder that you can take a more gentle approach with the world. You don't have to always be angry. You don't have to always be offended or feel like you've been gypped. That's something in our family that we have to remind ourselves is because we like a bargain. And when we think we're getting a bargain and then we find out we're not, we're like, I've been gypped. So, now that I say that, is that a reference to, that might be a reference to gypsies, in which case it's really not a good saying. I'm going to have to look up the origin of that phrase because I think that might be, things you realize as you randomly have thoughts about it. Anyway, okay, yeah, Becca says it is a reference to gypsies. Okay, yeah, so that's a good reason not to say it all the time or anytime. It's a pretty deer. Yes. So pretty. So gorgeous. Yes. While we were waiting for the sprint to start, you pulled the Good Omens Judgment, which is call to retribution and eventual absolution, which makes no sense to you. Okay, so judgment is you will have fair consequences for what your actions are. And then eventual absolution is the eventual forgiveness of everything. Like it'll all come to pass, you know. So in some ways. But yeah, karma. Dear. Yes. From your Buffy deck, though, for those who want to use it as an inspo card, you got the King of Pentacles. Nice. Tougher hide. Got it. Searches Amazon for a deal. Yes. Maybe CVS has one. I don't know. Listen to the deer and be gentle with yourself. Yes. Yes, I shall. Stacy says, I drew Season of the Witch Imbolc Grimoire. Ooh, keep what is sacred near to you, for it is only to be shared when you are ready. So do not gossip and play things close to the chest. That one makes sense. That one is a good card too. I like that. Because sometimes you really do have to just like keep something for yourself. Becca says, I got the squirrel, which is wasted nothing on negativity. So definitely in line with the deer. Yeah. Yeah. Petra says, oh man, I've been trying not to say gypped, and I usually forget until after I've said it. The things we never realized meant other things until later in life. Yeah. See, I never thought about it because I always, growing up, I thought it was JIPP. I don't know why, but I always did. And so like I didn't connect it to the spelling of gypsy. Things we never, yeah, it's there is a squirrel card. Yes. There is a scroll card. I can't say how much I love this deck, y'all. This is the deck we truly do love here on this channel for our daily affirmations or themes or whatever it is. So it's the Colette Baron Reed, and her website, Colette Baron Reed, REID, the spelling. She has a website where you can try her different decks, which I find fantastic because then you figure out which of her decks you prefer in terms of the oracle cards. So you watched a little bit of Doolittle earlier. Yes. You're not first in tarot cards. It's okay. You don't have to be. I find them fun for story and character invention rather, because I don't necessarily do them for divination, because I know some people really do use them well for divination and connections. But I find them mostly useful for myself for characters and stories. So, Becca is also using a different deck. Yes. Yes. See, now that I'm an adult, I think I have seen it GIPP, but I've also seen it GYPPED. But yeah, I always thought it was with a J, which is why I don't think made the connection to it. So yes, it's a fantastic one. Yes, for stories. Yeah, you're confused with all the different variations and the meanings. Yeah. If you want, there is a book that is called Tarot for Writers, and it is a fantastic reference, and I highly, highly recommend it. I will see if I can find the link and pop it in the chat during the spring break. 1,000 Great Books. Hello, hello. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. We are just about to start at 2:22. Oh, thank you to the weird power situation. I think it's probably because a tree fell over on some power lines, honestly. But yeah. All right. Okay, so let's do this. 25 minutes to get us started. Here we go. 1, save your document or pull it up. 2, take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, how was that? I've gotten 553 that sprint. So I need to pull up my word sprint tracker. Today is okay. I should probably write down where I am. I'm kind of working all over the place in this document. So remembering where my word count is going to be better than trying to highlight a particular place. But anyway, yeah, that's where we are. How we doing? How about you? I did pop in the Amazon link for the Tarot for Writers book. It's by Corrine Kenner. And then I also went ahead and popped the link to Colette Baron Reed's digital tryout for the decks. Regina is here. Hello. Yes, it did. I'm very happy about it. Let's see. Monique has to go make lunch. You're getting hungry. You're boiling some pot stickers. That sounds delicious. When I got back from the back and forth in terms of like getting the furniture back to the house and then dropping off the rental truck and dropping off mom back to her car so she could go get gas and look at other stores. Dad had made some basic tomato soup, and then I fancied it up and made it a quick tomato bisque, which I don't know if y'all have ever had homemade tomato bisque soup. And I say homemade, but it's like, I should say it's like doctored tomato soup, I should say. You get a can of Campbell's tomato soup or whatever brand of tomato soup. Pop that in the pot. Then you add diced tomatoes that have, you can buy a can of them that have oregano and basil and basil, however you say it. A few spices in there. You can chop them up if you want with like the food processor or a little string pull chopper or something. If you want them to be smaller rather than big chunks, then you add in some either milk and butter or heavy whipping cream. And mom had found some plant-based heavy whipping cream for me. So that's been nice. And then you just toss in some of your cheese and make it very delicious. So that's what I had. But pot stickers also sounds delicious. But I have found, because I used to, that was one of my favorite soups is the tomato bisque. And so when we would go to like one of the places that does soups and things, I would typically try and order their tomato bisque soup because I'm like, yes, I want it. And I just never knew how to make it at home. But I found out it was not that hard. And then I can also doctor it so that it doesn't irritate my stomach as much, which is great. So, because now I can have one of my favorite soups and it's not like an issue. Because I also love potato soup, but it's got so much like milk and dairy in it. We have not tried making potato soup with like a lactose-free milk. So maybe that should be my next soup adventure. But yeah. Brooke is here. Hey, hello, welcome. 1,000 Great Books says 227 words that time. Nice. CB got 42 words of your homework. Excellent. Bunny says slow progress, but effort is being made today, which is amazing because sometimes you don't even have the energy for that effort. So that's great. Keiko got 268. Nice. Stacy got 137. Fantastic. Megan is working on crocheting a blanket after taking the dogs outside. This project is large enough to keep you preoccupied. Excellent. Yes. I think I'm only on my 7th row of, yeah, I think that's right. I think I'm only on my 7th row. I haven't completed the 7th row. But also, for those of you who are like not so new to crochet, how do you keep it from twisting? um, when you have this long piece, mine just keeps twisting. And I don't know if it's because I'm like holding it funny or like what the situation is, but it keeps wanting to like twist and curl. And I don't know if it's just like going to keep doing that until I have enough weight on it that it doesn't, or if it's me. Because there are times when I'm like, it's probably me. It's probably me. Whatever it is I'm doing, it's probably me. But anyway, I'm glad that your pups and your project are keeping you occupied. So 451 words, getting hungry yourself. Yes. I'm trying to think of what we're going to fix for dinner, like now that I've had some soup for lunch, but it's like such a cold day. Such a cold day. We might go for chili and rice. Which I don't know. Okay, this may be like for a very, very select few of you. But my mom and I have always enjoyed Wendy's chili, like when it's, a fresh pot and everything. So they now sell Wendy's chili in a can, if you can believe that. Mom saw it at Publix, I think, and she bought a couple cans of it when it was like on BOGO or whatever, buy one get one. And it does taste very much like getting it from the Wendy's place. But I'm thinking probably like just regular chili tonight rather than Wendy's. But yeah. Or I could have some more of my tomato bisque soup, depending on. But I might make myself like some sort of sandwich to go with it. You had pasta tonight. Excellent. Pasta is always a good choice. Pasta with tomato soup and sausage the other night, but it was wicked. Nice. I mean, it is good. I love a tomato bisque soup. So, especially with grilled cheese. Yes, that is the perfect combo. You think the tension might be too tight. Okay, and that might be why it's curling. Okay. How do I not do the tension then? I got to figure that out. But some more weight might help it. Okay. Sako is here. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Chili is also great over pasta. True. You know what? I just realized I can unpin that message from the top of the chat. Chili is good over any carb, really. Yeah. I mean, it goes good over potato. It's chili cheese fries, y'all. Yes. That was like one of my go-tos for the dining hall at university, because they had the grill station. And so it had a flat top grill. But they also had fries there, but they also had like a big bucket of chili that was always kept hot. And so be like, here's some cheese from the salad bar next door, like the next station over. Can you make me up a bowl of chili cheese fries? And they would. And it was so good. So unhealthy, I'm sure. Like very much contributed to so many people's freshman 15 or 30 or whatever. But I still, every now and again, I'm like, I really want some chili cheese fries. In fact, we have fries in the freezer now. Maybe I should make myself chili cheese fries for dinner. And just like have rice on the side for my parents. I mean, isn't that bad? Is that bad? I'm like, I kind of want chili cheese fries now. Okay. Anyway. You're making steak fajita stir fry on Tuesday with your support. Ooh, that does sound delicious. You bet it's kind of lasagna-y to put chili over pasta? Probably. You just use that Sprint to play tennis on the Nouveau Nintendo. How was that? Is it like virtual reality? You see why people are breaking their Wiis when they first came out. Okay, yeah, you knew they clocked the engineer. Oh no! Oh no! Life is too short to not choose the chili cheese fries, right? Right. And we have fries, so I think that will probably be in my in my dinner options to give to the parents. Be like, chili and rice, but also fries. All right, let's do a sprint while you and I both think about what we want for dinner and or our next meal. I need to do it in the proper order though. So don't forget, second sprint is the self-promo sprint. So if you have something writing adjacent that you would like to promote, now is your opportunity to do so during this sprint. So please make sure that if you have a YouTube channel, Twitch channel, Etsy store, Amazon author page, websites, blog, social media handles, any of that that is writing adjacent, please do let us know where we can find you. Just remember that if you do not have a blue wrench of power like Megan has in the chat, you will not be able to post direct links. But please, 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 especially if you have a book out recently, a book coming out soon, or a book on sale, do let us know where we can find you and your work. That being said, 1, save your document. 2, take a sip of whatever it is you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that was sprint number 2. How did we do? I am up to 1708, which, let's get my calculator up. What did I have before? Okay, so I did 1,152 that time, which is great. It's a good start. Because I've definitely had a couple days over the last couple of days, but I did not do as much of my writing, so gonna have to kind of make that up a bit. But yeah, how we do? I shared several channel links, but my chat box will only scroll back so far. So please, if I did not get to your channel and share your channel link, if you would like it shared, please just tell me so. Let's see. Okay, so Megan has a short post for this week, sort of letting you know what's going on. So make sure you check out Megan's link. And CB's self-promo, all of your links are on the basic YouTube About page. Sako's self-promo did not go through, so I shared your link, which is here. Here's CB's channel. Here is Megan's channel. Here is Paget's channel. Here is BA's. Here is Becca's. Here is Stacy's. Here is Keiko's. Here is Bonnie's. Here is Thousand Great Books. Here is Brooks. And here is Monique's. Here is Regina's. Heather popped in and said hello. Here is Kat's, who's now off of the timeout, so thank goodness. But also here is the Coffee Bunny Cafe channel as well. Heather says, here is my channel, and here is my link tree for all of the writerly things for both the Etsy shop and the editing services. Heather's excited to see Paget. You're a bit tired. Yeah. The end of the week. You've been doing quite a bit today. Yeah. It feels like we all kind of like try and cram in everything we possibly can on Fridays. That way we have the weekend to ourselves, right? 1,000 Great Books got 210 words. Nice. Becca got 603. Fantastic. Bunny ate some food and is planning out goals for next week. Nice. Nice. You hear some buzzing. Has it gone away? Is it still there? I think I still have the setting on for muting. Let's check out my settings. Okay, audio. Echo cancellation is on. Reduce mic background noise is on. It says stereo audio. Echo cancellation must be off to use stereo audio. Well, we would rather have the cancellation on, I think. So let me know if it's still there. I can hear my computer fan at the moment. So we got 0 words, but a little bit of food shopping. Nice. Hearts, yay. Still researching for Paget, but takes a bit, but you made progress. Nice. Monique ate your pot sticker soup. Nice. Writing is something spicy at the moment. Ooh. Stacy got 196 words, which brings your daily total to 556. Nice. Is that what I had for my first sprint? I had 553. Almost twinsies. 116 for Keiko. Nice. You had to research Northern Lights. Were you researching like how far south they extend, or like the time period, or like how and why they happen? So, because that's one of the things that I would love to do eventually. It's on my life's bucket list is to see the Northern Lights in person. Because they are so stunning. Heather says that's true. You're definitely cramming in a lot of things today. You also did a stream for the Heart Breathings virtual writing retreat. Gotcha. Was that this weekend or today? I mean, it is mid-month, so that does make sense. Rachel is here. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad I made it too. While we were chatting, you came up with this. An alabaster hand moved from the depths of the shadows towards her face. The palm covered her face, muffling her scream. I like it. The only thing is I would change this second face because you have the word face in very close proximity to each other. I would change maybe to mouth or mouth and nose, just so you don't have that repetition so close together. You did some handwriting earlier. When I was at the Hobby Lobby, I really I looked at those glass pens and the ink. They had an iridescent jade green India ink, essentially. Although I always thought of India ink as being black, so maybe it's just like meaning that it's waterproof. Yeah, it was very tempting to get a glass pen and some pretty ink, but I was like, I don't need it. I really don't need it, especially since I was buying extra yarn. But yeah, okay. So the virtual writing retreat is all weekend, back-to-back streams. Excellent. Researching what colors they can be. In the fanfic you're writing, you are including the Firefox myth from Finland. So I have seen them in pictures and videos be anything from white. Green is pretty common, sort of like a blue/aqua. And then there's like this year because of the solar flares and things, it sort of that heightens some of the activity for the Northern Lights. But it can also like change the way that the atmosphere does things. I don't know. I don't understand all the science behind it, but there's been like almost a fuchsia or magenta in the Northern Lights. So yeah. But I mean, it's like the this year's Northern Lights videos. If you have scrolled on Instagram and you like follow the photographers and the videographers who go out like in the way and just like get these amazing photographs and videos and stuff, like a lot of them went to view the Northern Lights this year because yeah, but there's sort of like this almost like really almost, I want to say fuchsia or magenta. And it's kind of insane. So it just like doesn't seem like it should be real, but that's probably why there are myths about them. Lips would be another good alternative to face or mouth. Yes. Okay, you made it mouth and nose. Excellent. Yes. Yeah. India ink is definitely waterproof for sure. Like the black one, I know for sure because I accidentally dropped some on our old carpet. Okay, so you only green and blue, but Skyrim they showed them as gold, red, orange, etc. But since it's a fantasy game, you were not sure. Yeah. CB says, I've seen the Northern Lights be a kind of pinkish color with green, a lot of green. Yeah. Green is a pretty common color, I think, for the Northern Lights. Regina is working on a short historical romance while you wait for your editor to be free to edit the second paranormal, and you have added 1,400 words today. Nice. Nice. A Thousand Great Books says that thing that some writers say that they don't like writing, but they like having it written is terribly true. Yes. And I find that I like portions of writing way better than others because I love brainstorming and discovery writing. Editing and revising, not so much. I'm getting better with revising, like trying to I think I do better with revisions than I do with like calling it edits in my brain. I don't know why, but I do. Like somehow revising doesn't seem so finicky as editing. Maybe that's my problem. Is like I don't want to be nitpicky, but I know I have to be. So, um Kiko has only seen them in green. Yeah. Regina understands this feeling of of you don't like the process of writing, but you like having written it. Yes. Writing is hard work. Yes, it is. How long is this stream going to be? I think we'll probably wind it up about 4 o'clock. Um, just because I was like, I abandoned y'all for well, the internet and the power abandoned us for about an hour. So so yeah, so we'll do another 20-minute sprint and wind up at 4 o'clock. So let me go find, I think the hippo is 20 minutes. Yes, perfect. Perfect. So apologies, I will be back on Sunday, barring any additional power issues. But let's do the purple hippo. And that'll take us to the top of the hour. All right, so 1, save your document. 2, take a sip of whatever it is you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go, 20 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, how'd we do? Um, had a little bit of copy paste situation in that section, so I feel like it's going to be a little high. Um, what are we? That's not right. Is that the weekly total instead of the daily total? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong day. That's why. That's why. Okay. What's our calculation? Okay, so I got 881 that time. Okay, which, I still have about 520 some words to get to my next sticky note. So I think I'll do a little bit of work after I have some chili cheese fries for dinner with the lactose-free cheese. So I think I'll hop on at least one or two streams tonight if I can find some, which I'll just have to check the spreadsheet. So, yeah, there it is. Also, I don't know if it's still up on Instagram or not, but Stephanie posted one of those. I can't remember who she got it from originally, but she had reposted a sort of like Mad Lib title situation where you were supposed to pick. It was from author Karen Gornell originally, but it's like Build Your Fantasy Name book. And so the first section is your birth month. Section was your battery percentage, and your third is like your first name initial, or you could do last name initial, I guess. But I was like, oh, this is kind of fun, and they are very much sort of like keywords for a lot of titles that are coming out or have been coming out. So I thought it was kind of an interesting exercise in looking at and seeing like, this is not going to focus, I don't think. Anyway, keyword research is what I was looking at it from, but also my Mad Lib spat out a sanctuary of witches and death. I was like, I could probably come up with a story for it to match that title. So of course I have a plot bunny brain idea for a sanctuary of witches and death, which also sort of piggybacks off of the idea of which I don't know if any of y'all have ever read Pierce Anthony's On a Pale Horse, where the guy just a random guy accidentally kills death, and so he then has to like do the job. So I guess it's kind of like, so Pierce Anthony wrote On a Pale Horse, and then Santa Claus, the one with Tim Allen, came out in the 90s, I think. Maybe the early 2000s. And so I was like, pattern here. But on the other hand, if you're intentionally hunting death, maybe that's a different spin of things. So yeah, so I have this idea of like, there's a cult that wants to kill death, and they have managed to have they've managed to find an artifact that is able to track death's aspect or avatar when the Reaper comes to town, essentially. And so now the aspect has, or avatar has a tracking some sort of like cult stalking them. And so since the witches made the artifact, the avatar is then going to go like find the coven and be like, hey, I'm going to stay with you and be here until you break that artifact or until you make me a new artifact that can break the other one. Anyway, I don't know. It's just been like stirring in the back of my brain since a couple days ago since I mad-libbed that title together. So anyway, so if you need an idea for a story or you need a title for a story and it's a fantasy or a paranormal romance type thing or ro fantasy, like what's the romance fantasy blended word together, whatever. But I was like, if you need any of that kind of information, so apparently let me write down what the person's. So apparently the original graphic comes from author Karen Gornall. At least that's where and so that is just add at in front of that. That is the first person who posted it according to Stephanie, but then at the top of it says at our book haul. So maybe it was a repost from this person as well. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, hopefully you can find it if you are interested in romantasy. Thank you. I was like, what's this mushed together word? But yeah, so that is that. So how much have I written today? What's my total is 2586, which is good for today, but I still have some to make up for the rest of the days this month that I have not written. So that and my sticky that I would like to move today. So, all right, y'all. I'm going to go have some dinner in a bit. I might crochet for a little bit first, but then I will be back in the chats, seeing how y'all are doing, and hopefully you enjoy the rest of your Friday, and I will see y'all on Sunday. Also, woohoo! Finish the chapter. Excellent. All right, y'all. Thank you very much for being patient and waiting for that additional hour for my power and internet to come back. I greatly appreciate it, and I'm glad that I got 2,500 words written. So, yay! All right, I will see y'all soon. Thank you and goodbye.